about the times we had while locked up back another beverage. We talk about the time that's passing, have a laugh about beverage. When I said this, how long is it been since we last spoke? I see that drink in your cup. How long is it been since we got drunk? We raise our beer to another year. Tell me how you been, how did you make it out of here? Tell me how's the kid, how's the wife, and how's the job?
Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for the Pelicans, dismal record over the last 10 games, just 2-8. Nothing seems to be going their way right now. Coming down the stretch, a number of teams on the playoff bubble. Shaq, what can they do to close out strong?
Well, value not just every game. You have to value every possession.
Oh, yeah.
And not only that, you've worked all year for this, so go get it, Ernie. Go out and get it. Grab it, bite it, eat it, go get it.
Wow.
How do you follow that up?
I don't know, but bubble teams, they don't have the luxury of resting players. That's the difference. You know, guys with nagging injuries, you got to play through that if you're on a bubble, because you got to get into that playoff.
Would you like to take a night off?
No.
How about you?
No, I don't like taking nights off. I'd like to play through all my nagging injuries.
Ernie, that's why we have 6 rings up here on this panel.
There's 6 between the 3 of us.
We don't ever take nights off. We play through the pain.
How many do you have? How many do you have,
4?
Shaq? 2?
6.
Right, okay. Stay at 6. How many do you have? 4 and 2. Right.
Got it.
Got it.
I've got the same number of rings as Kevin Harlan.
Folks, don't forget to come out to the Sports Calendar today. What better way to pass the year than pictures of your favorite mascots, the Maskman and the Mavericks.
To make certain to be here for figurine giveaway, come to the game and get a figurine. Favorite mascot,
Tickets are still available. Let's meet a distinct team of Pelicans. And the other guard. Hello and thanks for joining us at Noche La NBA, the NBA celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Homestand ends here for the Mavericks as they get ready to hit the road. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans. That one gave them some daylight in the season series. They lead 2-1 coming into this one.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
No doubt. I mean, they played to their strengths, and that's what helped them get this road win. I loved how they played for each other.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. Frazier is out there at Howard, and it's Miller in at the small forward. Now squaring off, Doris in the middle, a couple of very talented big men. Talk about how the center position continues to evolve in this league.
Right, gone are the days where the 5-man is just a defensive player and a rebounder, somebody who is nothing more than a rim protector. Increasingly in today's NBA, Kevin, that position is a skill position, and by that I mean the center can handle the basketball. You can run your offense through the center position, very much the way the Celtics do with Al Horford. And if you can shoot the long-range shot, if you can shoot that three-point shot, that much better for your team.
And it's interesting, Doris, the way the big men out, they go out on the perimeter and they're guarding guards. They're defending guards way outside and out of the lane.
Great point, Kev. It works on both ends of the floor.
And so assured. Can't give an inch of breathing room to Smith Jr. That's when he strikes.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Albert.
Kevin, I was able to talk to Alvin Gentry a few minutes ago. He said they have to do a good job of moving their feet defensively. The only way they're going to avoid getting dunked
his second bucket.
Well, there's a level of concentration required on the interior, and Dennis Smith Jr. more than up to the task.
Here's the teardrop, and Holiday with the nice bucket inside.
I'll tell you, that's a graceful finish. Not just any old layup, the teardrop.
Doncic with it. He had 10 points in the win against Cleveland. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Holiday against Barnes. Holiday dishes to Frazier. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up. Another shot, and it's laid in by Randall. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
A guy who converts well at the rim. You like to see the aggression there.
It really doesn't get any easier than that. The defense didn't look too interested in stopping him.
Barnes outside. Drills it from outside. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Now with that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. Two distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the jobs.
Now here's Frazier. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Here's Davis. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, we might as well just count it.
No problem knocking that one down. The assist. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's prime time, guarded by Holiday. A fadeaway. Miller grabs the miss.
Well, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
The pass to Frazier. He tries for 3. Shot clock reset for New Orleans. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now, here's Doncic. No points in the game yet for him. Lay the pass to Barnes. Count that one.
That's a terrific job by Barnes. In full attack mode, dominating that area of the paint. Go to work, Harrison.
Now, here's Holiday. Covered by Ray. Davis inside. He's against Jordan. From 12 feet out. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Smith. 17 points for him last game against Cleveland. Here's primetime, guarded by Holiday. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss for them.
Yeah, just a tremendous effort on their part. They competed hard, but just couldn't go wrong.
Nothing disappointing for sure. They were right there, and it's always difficult to lose those nip and tuck games.
And one thing Rick Carlisle is known for is his accountability.
Right, and that extends to himself as much as it does the players who play for him. Listen, if this guy makes the wrong play call, he is going to make sure you know about that. And I think that's an approach you see from the top down in this organization.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does, it's just mind-boggling. He's scoring inside and out. The percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Jordan. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines Greg he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold.
Kings it from downtown.
precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hunter had it, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. And the layup is good. Davis has got 13.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the wing right side. Now, here's Doncic, covered by Miller. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Randall outside. Shoots from drop. Misses off the right eye. The Mavericks trail. As to Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got his first points of the game.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Frazier kicks to Davis. Orleans moving it around. And there's the feed to Miller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Holiday inside the line. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And very little defense here to start the game.
Boy, both teams rolling right now on the offensive end. We got a little barn burner cooking.
Here's prime time. A 38-point game for him in the win against Cleveland.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Well, this is a guy who understands his role in their offense, right? And they know exactly how to use him.
Holiday looking for an opening. Here's Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Ray the pass to Doncic. Bangs on the traffic. Doncic has got his second bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
I'm on ball here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows that they're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Measuring, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Matthews comes in for Doncic. And Barea subbed in for Smith. Here's Clark. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And Mirotic kicks to Payton. Rejected by Ray.
And already it's taken out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And it's Dallas with another.
I didn't know he had the crossover in his bag of tricks. Now I've seen it all.
Nowitzki against Mirotic. Looking to end the run. Offensive rebound. Oka. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done.
That's a big payoff for crashing the offensive boards. Go to work.
Here's prime time. 9 points in the game so far. Kicks to Barea. Pelicans pull it in.
His high percentage shot right at the rim, and he's wondering what happened.
Lets it go from deep. Second chance effort. Great D that time from Ray.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Matthews scanning the floor. Dallas needs to get off a shot first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Nowitzki right side. High post try. Jump shot is good. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Now, Dirk has just made so many mid-range jumpers. When he gets room to fire, he's golden.
Back to Bertans. And the shot goes in. Bertans got 5.
Well, in that individual matchup, the rim is totally unprotected. He's just got too much size on him.
Ready to pass to Matthews. Correa against Payton. And the basket good by Mesri.
What a solid pass by J.J. Barea. I'd say he's not flashy, but you can count on this guy to run the offense the right way.
Mirotic inside. Here's Payton. And that one released in time, but no good. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Matthews in his 4th season with the Mavericks, talking about what attracted him to Dallas in the first place.
They showed the most faith in me. You know, they weren't scared off by the injury.
Coming off that Achilles injury in Portland, Dallas wasn't shy offering him, Greg, that big contract.
And he's now in a contract year. We'll see if he continues to be a part of their long-term plan.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, I think one key is they've controlled the tempo so far. And I know it's early, but it helps to have this kind of lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Mavericks. They've got Mesri. Time is out there with J.J. Barea. And it's Matthews. And it's Powell in at the 4 slot. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, prime time in the last game against the Cavaliers was phenomenal. He finished with 38 points and was really dynamic, doing a great job of finding his teammates and playing tough defense at the other end. Very solid stat line for him and what was a terrific outing. You know he wants to keep the momentum going.
Okay, David, no doubt he'll have the defense focused on him here after that stunning game last time out.
You better believe it. He'll be looking at double team, guys up in his jersey all game long.
I think that's the way this guy likes it. He wants a challenge. It makes him more focused, more determined to show what a force he can be.
Here's Payton. The Mavericks making the shot. It's over Powell. They get it again. Mirotic finds Okafor. Tries again. Doesn't go for it. And it's Dallas the other way. Coming into this, having notched the win against Cleveland in their last game.
And when you protect the rim like they did in that one, it has a tremendous impact.
I don't think there's any question when you're playing that strong a defense, it's going to have an effect on your opponent. And it seemed like they were getting their hands up on the majority of shots.
To Matthews. Passes to Ray. And that one is hammered home.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the tip.
decide to talk it over. There are so many great open floor players in this game. Who would be the scariest player coming at you and the fast break?
Kevin, I can't limit this to just one. Are you kidding me? How would you like to have LeBron James bearing down on you at 6'8", 250-plus pounds? Or the length of Giannis Antetokounmpo, who can cover from one end of the floor in the other in 4 or 5 strides? How about if Russell Westbrook's meeting me at the cup and he can dunk on my head? Or the young, talented Donovan Mitchell? I don't want any part of any one of those guys.
Great names, and you're right. Runaway freight trains, each of them. Now, here is Smith following the shot by Drew Holiday. Smith's shot is good.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity. Just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
And here is Peyton after Dennis Smith was able to get the 3.
They're really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Nothing they're doing on the defensive end is working. They have to figure something out, and fast.
And I like seeing that Smith Jr. has a strong sense for when to shoot the mid-range.
Peyton kicks to Holiday. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now, Mirotic, after the missed 3 from Ray, misses, and the tricycle continues.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
And the pass to Pop. To the middle. Smith's shot is good. Smith's got 7 now in this quarter.
I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
Pelicans trail by 19. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. For the Dallas Mavericks, the last couple of years, generating free throw attempts has been a problem.
Which is a shame because when they've gotten to the line, they've been extremely accurate.
So it's Dallas rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Listen.
Kevin, thanks.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from Dennis Smith in this one.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
So for New Orleans right now, down low, it's Randall and Davis. Frazier is out there with Holiday, and it's Miller in at the 3 spot.
A fearless competitor. When Doncic is driving inside, he just embraces the contact on the way up. And looking at Luka Doncic, incredibly mature for his age. Physically, the broad shoulders, weighing in about 230. Mentally, though, advanced understanding of how to play the game.
New Orleans shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
To the paint, here's Ray. And Davis pulls it down. You know, Greg, it's amazing that Doncic, at his age, could already have such a complete offensive game.
I mean, a terrific skill set. In Europe, Doncic spent plenty of time as a primary ball handler. Obviously, can score in a number of ways. Just a versatile threat.
Part of what makes Harrison Barnes tick, right? Spot up shooting off the catch, one of his truly strong suits.
Miller outside, down low, got a piece of it, and stolen by Jordan. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And it's Smith that time on the assist by Doncic. Smith's got 23 points.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? He took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been been selective with his shots, but now it's pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
Miller with the ball. Ready now by Barnes. Holiday, no one around him. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, I think the defense took that possession off. I'm pretty sure he won't miss next time.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. Fires from 14. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Smith.
I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots.
We've seen that a few times today, guys. I mean, your defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Frazier kicks to Holiday. Randall outside. To the inside. Shot by Frazier, no good.
Yeah, the offense suffered a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Here's prime time, guarded by Holiday. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And DeAndre Jordan, the all-time leader in career field goal percentage, great by a sizable margin.
Yeah, the most prolific dunker in the league, maybe in league history.
We now have rules, Doors, that protect shooters from defenders stepping underneath them. But what about when the defender leaves his feet and the offensive player steps underneath and tries to draw the foul?
Well, I think one of the things that we have to look at is, okay, we certainly do not want the defender to have unnatural movements which place him underneath the feet of the shooter, because that's where injuries can happen. On the other side of the equation, and this has become problematic to me, you see far too many shooters either jump unnaturally outside of what should be a straight up and down shooting motion, or guys who kick their legs sideways in an attempt to draw contact and fall over. But Kev, this is where officiating is about feel, touch, and vision.
He's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
Well, he just works so diligently inside, and the numbers back that up.
Randall against Barnes. The shot's good from Ray. Prime's got 4 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Frazier kicks to Davis. And it's Miller penetrating. And that one, good.
Well, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, the Mavericks were ecstatic when Dennis Smith Jr. fell to them with the 9th pick of the 2017 draft. For a team in need of athleticism and size at point guard and a hand-and-glove fit, the 6'3" Smith has a 48-inch vertical, one of the highest ever measured.
A terrific young player, an elite NBA athlete. David, that's for sure. Good stuff. Thanks.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Frazier the pass to Holiday. With a step back, and he hits the jump shot. Holiday's got 13.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Here's prime time, guarded by Holiday. Well, for New Orleans, shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. It's rebounded by Dallas. Jordan's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
5 attempts for him at the line tonight. He's made 3.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. And a change for the Pelicans. Payton's checked in. Miller outside. Davis finds Miller. Just 5 on the clock. Holiday inside the line. And that's an air ball. Not even close. And here is Doncic, 15 points in the game. Fires from the wing, and the shot goes in. And it's now 26 points for prime time.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And Holiday kicks to Miller. Outside Holiday. Loads it up for Davis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Ray the pass to Smith. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Smith's got 25 points.
There is so much to Dennis Smith and his game. The step back, the spot up, you name it, the total package offensively. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Here's primetime, guarded by Holiday. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of a shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a handoff.
J.J. Barea is checked in for Dennis Smith. Mirotic is checked in for the Pelicans. Mirotic comes in for Miller. The shot's good from Ray. 28 points for him.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Payton finds Mirotic to the right side. Right side Holiday. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Davis.
This guy's pulling his weight tonight. The guys around him need to pick up the slack and start following his lead.
Here's primetime, guarded by Holiday. He paid back on that one to give himself some room. 30 points for primetime.
Boy, his output has been impressive today, and it doesn't look like he's done cooking just yet.
Outside Holiday. Pelicans keep it alive. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
Here's primetime, guarded by Holiday. Barea kicks to Doncic. Here's Ray, and another basket for Dallas.
With a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Payton passes to Davis. Mirotic against Barea. Back to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Jordan. Here's Mirotic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mirotic has got his third bucket of the night.
Boy, that's a quality shot. You're in the painted area. Don't get much more of a better look than that.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this team loves to play the game.
The Mavericks have made 7 out of 9 when they stepped to the line. A different look for Dallas. Measury comes in for Jordan. And it's Nowitzki in for Dwight Powell. New Orleans also making some changes. Okafor's checked in for Davis. And Ian Clark subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Nowitzki, good. Nowitzki's got 7 points.
But I tell you, it's been a long time since Dirk lacked for confidence in catch-and-shoot situations. Lights out.
Here's Payton. The Mavericks pull it in. Measury's got 4 rebounds in this game. Barea, the pass to Ray. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Primetime's got 16 here in the second half.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Pass to Clark. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 10.
Well, what a combination of size and touch that makes him a nightmare matchup from three-point range. Wow.
Here's Ray. But they'll get another chance. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 17, and there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Here is Frazier. Doris, what is your solution to the controversy surrounding one and done?
Kevin, I believe the one and dones will be a thing of the past, and I think it will happen shortly. And the reason that can now become a viable option is the G League holds the key. You can now allow players to enter into the minor league straight out of high school. If they raise the salary of those G League players, then it helps across the board.
They've got Dwight Powell. Prime time is out there with Dennis Smith, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Inside, here's Randall, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's off on the first. New Orleans making some changes here. On the hill comes in for Mirotic, and it's Jackson in for Frazier.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Passes it to Ray. Over Jackson. Goes back up, and it's good on the way.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunities.
Yeah, I think he senses a team on the ropes, and he's looking to put them away. That killer instinct is shining through once again. Well, listen, there's no one around him, and he says, thank you very much. Wide open look at 3, as easy as that.
Kleba kicks the foul. Here's prime time, guarded by Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. Rain. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Last season, Doris, the NBA hosting 4 regular season games in Mexico, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the NBA playing in Mexico City.
Well, Kevin, you know this. Mexico City is the 5th largest city in the world. You are a geographic expert. This is a gateway to all of Latin America, and the NBA, as always, eager to expand their presence in new markets.
I agree. And the fact, Doris, they're so progressive has just, given them so much new things, revenue, growth avenues to follow. It just opens up a whole new area where they can grow.
Never rest on your laurels, Kevin. Always work hard, just like the great Kevin Harlan does.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
When Dennis Smith Jr. gets going, Doris, you can just see the explosiveness he has.
Oh, Kev, I mean, I'll tell you, the burst is amazing. And what I like is he will dunk over any player, and if necessary, dunk through a player.
New Orleans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. Clark kicks to Bertans. New Orleans moving it around. Hill finds Clark. Puts up a 3, and another 3 for New Orleans.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
I'll tell you, he did a nice job feeling the defense out, rising up with ease from the perimeter.
Smith surveying the D. So often when a player changes teams, Doris, we see a lot of emotions from him, his teammates, from the fans, and coaches. Is it even reasonable to expect loyalty in sports nowadays?
You know, I think times have changed, Kevin. We're no longer living in an era where a player sticks with an organization throughout the course of his tenure, or at least that is the outlier nowadays. The reality is teams always make decisions with their long-term best interests at heart. And so when a player has earned the right to embrace his free agency, there's a reason it's termed free agency, then he should have an equal opportunity to the team to make the decisions that are in his best interest. Whatever those values and priorities of that individual player are, when you reach free agency, you earn that right. Incredibly reliable as a scorer. He's always looking for ways to help the team succeed. It's happening again tonight.
Jackson kicks to Bertans. To the inside.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Here's Finney Smith. He's guarded by Hill. For three, Smith. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 14-6 run.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for prime time.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Take the pass to Rick. And on the wing. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bertans for 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Dallas. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. It to Powell. Back to Smith. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and